And we are live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the live show. The Big Nasty and Chanko and Big Nasty live show. How you doing, buddy? You doing all right?
Doing well, man. Back from California, back home. Yeah,
Oh,
had a trip.
that's always fun.
I got the top of my head burnt a little bit from the California sun.
We got a thing called a hat, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it was during work hours, and it's like, hey, everybody, let's go sit outside and for lunch.
Yeah. Like, why are you sitting there burning? I'm like, I'm
Right.
scolding here,
My pasty bald head.
At least get a place with a tent.
Right.
But the day was
so good. That's what they kept saying.
The day was free comic book day, man. So
yeah,
it was good day. I only went to one shop, but that was enough to fill my needs and scatter on back home. So, but
very cool.
Yeah, we like always, man, we've got another great guest this week, man.
That's right, we do.
I'm excited to talk to him and have a little conversation and get to know him a little bit better and look at some art and everything else. But you want to tell everybody about him?
Yeah. One thing real quick. We have two. Oh, yeah. We actually have three giveaways. Josh. I mean, Ryan, just gave us another thing to. So we have three giveaways. Three.
At least three.
Yeah. At least three. You guys, everybody could be comic rich by the end of this new comic book day. And the more people watching, the more books I'm going to add to mine. So it's going to be, you get a comic. So you have to be watching to win. We're going to announce it and we're going to just do it. We're going to do the spinny thing. This isn't something where, hey, call your friends. You have to be watching. So call them now. They need to watch. But yeah.
But tell everybody about our guest.
Yes. Ryan G. Browne. I was telling Ryan backstage, kind of in early 2025, 2024, I was looking in, and there would be variant covers, and every time I saw one that I really, really liked, of course there are friends, Sveta and Suspiria, but also Ryan G. Browne all the time, crushing it. Like my favorite dork cover, like Moon is Following Us, our buddy Garrett with Curse of Cleaver County, the stuff that Ryan was doing. So reached out to Ryan, and we were able to work it out that he was able to come on at which right now it's convention season, so it's great that he's taking time out to come and talk to us. But yeah, absolutely crushing it, and everybody is seeing it. So I think everybody, let's bring out our new friend, the great and powerful Ryan G. Browne.
And here is Ryan.
Oh, hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, man, thanks for being here, man. We greatly appreciate your time, man.
I'm happy to do it, man. It's fun.
Very cool. Again, I know we talked for a while and able to do this, and also, the other thing is, everybody should know that when I first reach out, Ryan's very excited to do the show, so that's always a good thing. We like to hear that.
Yeah, that's always a bonus.
This job, so I spent a lot of time talking to the cat, so
So as we mentioned, we're gonna just take a minute and say hi to all of our friends that showed up today, and then we'll come back and we'll hear your story.
Cool. Sounds good.
Okay, good. All righty. Cade Munin,
always here first. Good to see you, Cam.
Buddy. Let's see. Make sure I don't skip anybody. There's Matt.
Yo, Matt. Matt does like comics.
And Lewis.
Yo, Louie. Good to see you.
Lewis.
I believe Louie is a big Ryan G. Browne fan, by the way.
And there's Mr. Mark.
Always good to see Mark.
Stevie D.
The great and powerful, one of the nicest people you can meet, Stevie D.
Yes. Our beloved Stevie D. And then the great Coach. Can't have a show without Coach. Yeah. Gotta have our Coach. I'm glad he's here. Miss Brittany. I'm glad she's here.
Hey, Brittany, good to see you.
And Jeff Jack.
Always good to see Jeff. You're not late, Jeff.
Yeah. And the great and powerful Robbie Josephs.
Another one of the nicest people you can meet. Good to see Robbie.
And then Mike.
Hey, Mike. Good to see you, man.
You're twinsy.
Yeah, we have the same name. And if make sure everybody, hopefully everybody's starting up an account now at snick.com, because what a cool place.
Yeah, definitely go check it out and sign up, man. Make an account. Nate,
good to see you.
And where's the AG?
Good to see AG.
So glad he's here. And I think that's about it for right now. And as they come in, I will throw them a little love sign. But again, man, thanks Ryan for doing this, man. I know you're like he was saying, it's a real busy time of your year and everything, man. And we greatly appreciate you being here.
Of course. It's my favorite part of the conventions, honestly, getting to talk to people. Because again, like I said jokingly, this isn't a very big, high human contact job here. It's wife comes home from work and I'm begging like, hey, can we go do something? Sat here all day. So this is fun. I like this.
It's one of our favorite parts of our week is our favorite part of the week, I think, because we can talk to people and meet other comic nerds, and that's what we like.
Yeah, you get to talk about your favorite stuff.
Exactly right.
Yep.
So as Rich said, thanks for doing this. We always kind of start the same way with the same couple of questions. So we really want to hear your story. So how did you get into art, and then how did you translate that interest and ability in art to comics?
Let's see. I mean, from what my parents tell me, from the age of like 3 or 4 on, I was drawing, handfuls of chalk, drawing on the floor. I specifically, there's one story my father used to tell all the time. Was when I was little, he tore up the rug in the basement and just said, "Go ahead, draw on the floor," and let me just draw on the floor in the basement with like chalk and markers and everything, and just
that's awesome.
Yeah, like I mean, from like the age of 4 or 5 on, there's not a single person in my family that could draw a straight line. Somehow I got the ability to do this. I can't do math, can't, taxes, forget it, none of that stuff. But you want me to draw something, I can do that. But from like the age of 5 on, I was drawing, and I tried to break in when I was like probably 15 or 16 in like the 90s, when like the big boom for like comics was happening, McFarlane and Image and all that stuff.
Right.
And got shot down.
80 indie companies.
Yeah, like immediately shot down. But I had a meeting with DC, and I thought, this is it. I'm in. I'm good. I met with Bob Schreck, the head of DC at the time.
Wow.
And he literally opened up a portfolio, and he's like, yeah, well, we have a Jim Lee already. Thanks. And just shut it and handed it back to me. I was basically just copying everything Jim Lee did. Like it was, yeah, I mean, I was all but copying and tracing his stuff because I didn't, I knew nothing about anatomy. It was like, I was like 15 or 16, and it just devastated me. And I gave up basically after that for like the longest time. For like 10 years, I didn't draw anything.
Oh, wow.
It was just because I went in there with such high hopes, and like, my dad took me to the city. It was this big, like, this is it. I made it. I'm 16. I'm going to, I saw the Rob Liefeld commercial where like he made it at like a young age. And I was like, I'm going to have fun. And horrible wake up call. Like he basically looked at it as like, no, he all but said, this is trash, and kicked me to the curb. And it like devastated me. And for like 10 years, I stopped drawing, and I did tattoos for a while. I did architecture. Wow. I bounced around and did everything you can think of in the art field. I did advertising at like a huge company in the city, and just none of it really, it wasn't fun. I didn't like any of it really. It was just a paycheck for a while.
Yeah.
And kind of stumbled back into this whole thing, I'd say maybe 25-ish years ago. And for about 5 years, worked a full-time job and still tried to do the art thing and do like a few conventions here and there, and didn't really know. It was just all fan art stuff. There was nothing published. And honestly, if it wasn't, knock on wood, if it wasn't for my wife telling me just, hey, quit the day job. She worked at a law firm at the time. She was like, quit the day job. We'll be all right. You got to start doing this, because I would come home at 11 o'clock at night and try to work. And I was miserable. It just wasn't happening. So
that's amazing to have someone so supportive that
100%. Like, if it wasn't for her, I'd still be working at like a Barnes and Nobles or something, and that would be it, because that's what I was a manager there. Like that was what I was doing, and I was miserable. I would come home at 11:30 at night after working retail all day.
Yeah.
And she was like, we'll be all right. We have to. We'll figure it out. And luckily, I mean, not to pat myself on the back, but like we never had to, because at the time, that's what the Zombie Pets name comes from. I did everything was zombie related. It was zombie caricatures. It was zombie books. It was zombie posters and prints and T-shirts and And I honestly, I still kick myself. I started those little, those little family stickers that everyone had in their windows for the, the long. I started making zombie family stickers way before anybody did those. And if I had just been smart enough and like patented those or whatever, I'd probably be sitting on $1 bajillion right now. But I printed them up. I worked at a vinyl shop at the time, like a graphic design place that did vinyl wrap covers. So I printed up tons of these things and we're bringing them to shows, and people were buying them like there was no tomorrow. It was just they were like scooping up 10, 12 at a time. I was making money hand over fist. I thought it was the greatest thing in the world, and hit at the right time with all the Walking Dead was the big popular thing at the time, and just zombies opened up the door for everything for me basically, and it just kind of it snowballed from there. We
love zombies. We love monsters.
Yeah, I love horror movies. I love zombie stuff, and that's kind of why I was like, I'll do zombies for the rest of my life. But then after like 5 or 6 years, I was like, I don't want to draw zombies anymore. But I couldn't drop the name because everyone, I mean, to the point where legitimately Greg Capullo was like, "Hey, Zombie Ryan." I'm like,
you can't wash it off. It's like me. I named my channel after my dog. Everybody calls me Chonko. Can't wash it off.
Exactly. Like I dumped the Zombie Pet's name on Instagram and a couple other social media things many years ago. Instantly lost like 5 or 6,000 followers like in a 24-hour span. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, I gotta get to, and I changed the name right back immediately because I was like, this
more zombies. Everybody loves it. Yeah. So if we could talk just a little more about kind of your journey in comics. Can we talk about Norman?
Yeah, I somehow that came about. I got invited to, and I honestly think it's because I'm sure you guys know there's multiple Ryan Brownes in the industry.
Yes.
There's 3 of us. And there might even be a 4th, but I know there's 3 that are pencil / inkers. There's one guy who does a lot of turtle stuff. He's amazing artist. He does a lot of painting style stuff. I believe he's from Europe. I believe he's somewhere over there. I'm not sure. And then there's Ryan Browne, who God Hates Astronauts.
Yes.
8 Billion Genies. Super nice guy. But that for the longest time has been, especially for it shows together, it's a nightmare.
I made the mistake at C2E2. In fact, I told you about it.
It happens. I almost every single show at least 5 or 6 times. And now that I've become a little more popular, he's like joked with me about it. It's like, hey, I'm tired of seeing your goddamn books. I'm like, yeah.
It was so bad. I went up to him. I was like, hey Ryan, it's me. I'm Chonko. We talked, and he goes, oh hey.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have a
that look. Yeah.
Good sign. And he looks, he goes, oh yeah, that's Ryan G. Browne. And I was like, oh. And absolutely embarrassed. I'll go hide over there now.
Yeah, you'd be so. It's to the point where there was a show. I think it was the last time I did Baltimore Comic-Con. I want to say maybe 6 years ago. I'm going back this year for the first time in a long time. I think it was like 6 years ago. It was right before the pandemic hit, and I was at the show and he was at the show. He was on one side, I was on the other, and I had a piece in that year's yearbook. So I don't know if you guys know anything about the Baltimore Comic-Con. They do a gorgeous yearbook every year. It's usually a hardcover book, and they'll pick like a theme, and it'll be like, it's usually independent books. Like it'll be Hellboy or Usagi Yojimbo, and they get a bunch of artists to donate artwork, and they make this great yearbook. And then they kind of make a game out of it where everyone that buys a yearbook gets a little slip with everyone's name and table location, and they go around, and if you get everything signed, you get limited edition prints by other artists of the character that's chosen.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's a brilliant idea. It brings traffic to your table all the time. It's so much fun because the theme, like this year is Savage Dragon. So I was like, oh my God, I was like, I'm in on Savage Dragon 100%.
Awesome.
One of my favorite old school Image characters ever. And he was there and didn't have a piece in the yearbook. And he had to put a sign on his table. He goes, I'm not the fucking Ryan Browne that did the yearbook. because he actually started signing people's books, and like he would write his name in there, and then he was literally putting like the table number that he had to go to. The table 714, and he would hand it back to him, and they're like, oh, thanks. And they kind of wander off. Like just
but you were
sorry.
Yeah, because it's
you were telling us a little bit about this about Norman, about how it's how'd you describe it?
It is basically Calvin and Hobbes meets like a serial killer kind of thing. Like a little devil character, almost like his little Hobbes. Like he's a very character. I never saw the rest of the series. I'm dying to find it myself. It's got to be out there somewhere. That was issue 1, I believe. And that's, I don't even know what year that was.
Man, I definitely got to find that then. I
loved it. I want to say it's a 4-issue miniseries that it was. Very cool, like kind of like cartoony, almost Calvin and Hobbes style art on the inside.
Okay.
And I was so like, I did this and then didn't get a job for like 3 years after that. I was like, this is it. This is the big break. Titan Comics. I think the company might have like gone under, or the president left, and it was like, just nothing ever happened after that with them.
No, I might not be totally right on the chronology, but you did a cover for a James Tynion book called The Closet.
Yep.
I think this is like pre Something's Killing the Children, right? I mean, this was a while back.
Yes, this was a while back, because I think it was Norman, and then I did a Usagi Yojimbo book.
Okay.
Which because it was before I knew anything about doing variants, and I basically contacted IDW and said, hey, I want to do a cover for Usagi. I love Usagi. And they said, okay. And I think this was before a lot of the, like, you have to have a Penguin account now, or publishing, like, there's a lot of different rules that I don't know anything about anymore. But I was like, I'll pay for it. I want to do it myself. It cost me like almost $5,000. I didn't know anything about it. I got a pallet of books delivered to my parents' house at the time. My father was like, what the f is this? It was like, I still have a long box full of these things sitting here, because it's just, there's so many. I want to say it was like 3,000 books, something like that. And I didn't know anything about it. I was like, oh, I guess this is how everyone does it. And right after I got it, the pandemic hit. I was at C2E2, sold out of the book on day one, and the pandemic hit literally that following weekend. I remember taking the train back, and my wife was like texting me on the way. She's like, every state is closing down behind you. Like, as I left the state, they were shutting that state down, and I never got a chance to
sell. So you were like patient zero or something.
Literally, yeah, basically, yeah. Like, we sold out of the book, and like I never got a chance to bring it to another show because they shut down doing shows for like almost 2 years. Wow. So I sat on the book for the longest time, and now I'm starting to bring in shows now, but they lost a little bit of their luster. So I kind of took a big loss on that one. But I think the next one that was The Closet.
And do we have that cover, Rich? It should be the red.
Yeah, that was the homage to the Venom Lethal Protector, I think it was. Yeah,
that one.
Yeah, I think I did the zoomed in one, but
yeah, that's the big close up of the face there.
Yeah. So how did you were you and James friends, or how did you?
I know nothing. It's funny because I don't know anything about him, but okay. I'm doing another thing for him now. I'm doing the Exquisite
the Odin book. Is he doing?
He does the Exquisite Corpses he's doing. Also, that's the whole Tiny Onion thing, right? That's Exquisite Corpses.
I think that's him.
Yeah, I think so, because I'm doing the same guy I did the Dork book with, Slabulous Comics.
Okay.
I did all the Dork books with him, and I've done about 4 or 5 other books since then. We're doing all the one-shots for Exquisite Corpses coming up. The was it Rascal Randy, the Fox Mask Girl, I think it is, and then the Lone Gunman. They're doing like one-shots.
Oh, very cool. Well, maybe since you brought that up, maybe let's can we talk about the Dork covers? Like, I think you did some of the best Dork covers.
Thank you, man. It's funny because I've heard that, and that was one of my favorite covers, and that thing has opened up so much in the last, like, what did it come out 3 months ago, 4 months ago?
It is amazing. I have this actually, and I wanted to show it. Brett signed this for me at C2E2.
It's
I don't know what box I put it in though, but it's so cool.
Thank you, man. It's funny because I talked to him on Instagram, because I was doing the cover for issue 5, and I wanted to do something different. I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't want to just do him standing there, and it's just, I couldn't come up with an idea. So I was like, I don't know him from a hole in the wall, but let me message him and see if he answers back. And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, there's this happening, and here's some pictures of the dragon and this, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, great. So he goes, I love the cover, keep it up. I'm like, great, awesome. So yeah, that was a bit of a weird wake-up call when he actually answered me back like 20 minutes later. I was like, that's bizarre. Like, sincerely
one of the nicest human beings you can meet.
I feel like he's very well deserved of like the huge like accolades this book is getting.
I said it, of the people I met at C2E2, I could have sat and, I mean, if there weren't other people waiting, I could have sat and talked to him for 45 minutes. Just super, super nice, genuinely funny. Good guy.
Yeah, he seems like really, like I said, I've only talked to him online. I've never met him in person, but he's going to be at Terrificon, and I put a couple aside of like the issue 1 that I like the foil second printing and a couple of the first printing ones. And I'm going to do a remark and have him do a remark, and I'm going to get him double signed in CGC. And I might just keep him for myself.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I love this cover, man. This thing is so sweet.
Yeah, there's all kinds of little
my favorite
funny things in there.
Yeah.
I think we have another one of your covers too. Do you have another dork that we're going to look at? Or
no, I don't.
Oh, okay, that's right.
I'm doing dork number 2. Like that was like the retailer, like he wasn't sure how well this was going to go, and by the time he got the info on dork 2, we'd already missed the deadline. So we did 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna, we're doing the next run, but we're gonna miss 2, which is just my OCD is kicking in on that one.
I love it. I know you've done at least 2, right? 2, 3.
2 just, I think 2 just came out. I think. Yeah. I'm sorry, 3. Yeah, 3 just dropped.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to think.
But for covers for you though, you've done 2 or 3 variants.
I've done up to issue 5, I believe, because I think I have. Let me see. I have it right here. Yeah, issue 5 just got the colors back on that, so that's done and off to print right now.
Very cool.
And I'm working on issue 6 probably Sunday. We have the idea for it. Little spoiler here, got approved. Image doesn't really allow homage covers apparently anymore.
Oh.
For some of their books, I guess they really don't want to do a lot of homage covers because it's really, I get it. It's kind of a cop out sometimes. I understand that. But I'm a huge Sam Keith fan, and when he passed away, it sucked.
Oh man, I'm a massive Sam Keith fan.
I got to meet him one time. Yeah. Like I got to meet him one time. Coolest guy, weirdest guy I've ever met in my life. 10-minute conversation, it's the most bizarre thing ever, but he was hands down one of the coolest people ever. Love everything, the Max, all the Marvel Comics Presents stuff, like just awesome.
Yes.
And we got approved to do an homage cover to the Max #1 on dork number 6.
Wow.
Yeah. So
breaking news, people.
They said no more homages, and then I guess they contacted Brett Bean, and he has the final say, and he's like, "Go for it, love the idea." So, yeah, I'm working on that Sunday. Actually, that's what I'll be doing all day Sunday.
You're hearing it here first. I'm looking forward to that. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, in the chat, JSS or anyone, can you tell us how many likes we have, how many thumbsies uppies we have? We'll keep track of that, and maybe that'll determine when we're going to do the first of the giveaways. So please hit the like button. The more we get, the closer you are to a giveaway. Can we talk about Turtles?
Yeah, of course.
Talk about some TMNT. So how did you get involved with which one of the most iconic franchises in independent comics history, and how'd you get hooked up on the Turtles covers?
That is legitimately like childhood bucket list. Check it off. It's like Turtles, G.I. Joe, Transformers, and the fact that I've gotten to do stuff on all those now, it blows my mind. But the Turtles is probably my favorite thing. That was another situation where when the last Ronin dropped, when the very first series came out, I have a buddy. He's another online retailer, Very Gary Comics. Great guy. I've known the guy for a long time. He kind of slowly started getting into it. And then he was like, "Hey, there's this new Turtle story coming out. You want to take a chance to do a cover on it?" And he did like a 750 print run on it. Took a chance. It was his first variant ever. He basically was just like an online flipper, buy comics, flip them on whatnot. And,
right.
That was it. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go for it. And that thing blew up. Like I have one copy of it left. I actually have one. Let me see. Grab it here.
Oh, wow.
Jason?
I have one. Let me see here.
This is the first last Ronin cover you did, huh?
First last Ronin. Yeah. The issue 1 is the only one I have left that's, I kept it myself. Every other one sold out literally within, I'd say like a week they were gone. And
very cool.
From that point,
cool, man.
IDW was like, you do what you want with Turtles. And anytime a Turtle book would come up and I would find a retailer that wanted to do it, they were like, go for it. You can do what you want. Like they don't.
Wow.
I got really lucky with them. They don't question anything anymore at this point.
What a dream, right?
Yeah. Like one cover, and I got to do, I think I got 4 last Ronin covers I got to do. I got the new part of that new, was it Re-Evolution series?
Okay.
With the new Turtles. I got to do issue 1 of that. And then multiple Turtle covers along the way. And I'm actually getting to do, what is it? I think it's issue 27 is the like anniversary for the new turtle run. It's like kind of the anniversary, keeping in continuity with like the 300th issue or something like that.
Very cool.
And I'm getting to do that actually, which is again through Mellow Fellow Comics. It's going to be another one that's going to be. Can't wait. I love drawing the turtles. If I could, I would draw the turtles every day of the week.
Wow.
Speaking of which, yeah.
You think so? I mean, now were you? I guess by your answer, you were a comic fan growing up, then, right? I mean, you.
Yeah, I mean, I was like from like 12, 13 on. I mean, I came up like early, like late 80s, early 90s, kind of like right as the big comic boom was happening.
Right.
And it was like I had a local comic shop, probably reading books that I probably shouldn't have been reading. Like I remember like my 3 favorite books aside from like the X-Men was The Tick, Faust, and Nam.
I just met the Vigilante 2E2
Oh, yeah,
after years.
I mean, those 3 books, like I think that like sums up what's wrong with my brain. I got like, I got The Tick kind of humor. I got Faust, which no child of the age of like 14 or 15 should ever read. And then which was like a dark, twisted Vietnam book. And I think my parents never found those. My father, he would have kicked the crap out of me if he saw the Faust book.
Well, the Faust, you and me both, brother. My mom found like I had like lyrics like from inside liner notes like in my room, and I had like the band Fear, and she like I came home and she like ripped everything down and was wondering what was wrong with me.
Yeah, my father, the same thing. Remember the inside the liner notes of the Guns N' Roses album with the girl in the alley that looks like she was attacked by the robot monster? He saw that and lost his mind, ripped it up, threw it out. It was fun. Yeah,
and then you're trying to explain. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Like I just like the music. I just like the comics. Yeah, but like Faust, there's no way to explain Faust to any normal human and see that book.
Even now, like it would be hard.
I mean, I'm 51 years old now, and I got the big compendium, and my wife's like, "Oh, what's this?" And she flips over, she's like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, I got nothing. I can't even explain it to you.
And the thing is, Tim, I've been talking to people about it. Like, I met him, and he's just kind of this normal guy in a like a Carhartt shirt. He looks like he looks like he bowls. He doesn't look like a guy who draws like naked women getting eviscerated.
Not at all. Like he's not like you see that book and you're like, oh, that guy's got to be the most evil person on the face of the earth. Like, nope, just a normal guy getting a coffee somewhere. He doesn't look like anything else. Yeah, it's crazy.
One of my favorites. Yeah, even before that, Grips was one of my favorite.
Oh yeah,
books.
yeah.
I don't want to get too sidetracked talking about Tim Vigil because I could go on and on. But yeah, it sounds like you're into a lot of the same stuff. Like I know Rich and I both were big Tick fans too. So
God, I love the Tick. It was the most painful love ever because it was like bi-yearly almost. I mean, it took forever for every issue to come out. But I love that book. The humor in that is amazing. It's still to this day.
I just started rewatching the Amazon series, the 2 season. Started watching it again.
It's still great. Like the characters, Chip and Dale, and like all these characters, just amazing. It's so good.
So, I think maybe the next thing to talk about and to kind of and really make sure we were able to get into it. Murder Hobo. I mean, this is one of your kind of your passion projects, really, and it's hilariously funny. It's I think a lot of us in the chat have and the people in the chat and us, we've read it and we absolutely love it. Can you talk just now? We were talking a little bit of backstage because I was trying to be clear about like the history. I'm sorry, because different people have worked on it. But how did you get involved in it? And it obviously became like an important series for you.
Yeah, I met up with Joe Schmokey, who's the writer, and then I'm gonna butcher it again. You know what? I got a copy of it right here. Let me see. Jason. I think it was Jason Swan. Yeah, Jason Swan, I guess. Yeah. I don't know his last name, but he was the original artist on Murder Hobo, and they were doing basically like little ash cans and little kind of like 5-page little one shots, almost like Sunday afternoon kind of comic strips with it. They finally did a big collection thing of it, and Jason found other things, and I happened to be sitting next to Jason at a Comic-Con, a small little show out in the middle of, I think it was Maine, and he's like, oh man, he's like, I love the way you draw, blah, blah, blah. Draw this character. And it was the character Roddy, like the main character of the book. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. He commissioned me to draw something. And he loved it so much, he rendered over to Joe. And within like a week and a half, I was doing a cover for like their next issue. And then Joe kept pushing me, and I never wanted to do interiors. I was always terrified to do interiors. And Joe kept pushing and pushing for probably 2 years. He's like, come on. I kept doing covers, and I would do like maybe like a little pin up here and there. And finally he talked me into doing like a little 4-page, like one-shot story. And then it turned into like a 7-page story. And then it was a 10-page story. And finally he's like, why don't you just do the next thing? Jason's out. I'm like, oh. And then I got more comfortable doing it, and him and I partnered up, and now we're 50-50 owners of the whole story.
It's amazing.
The whole whatever you want to call it, the whole LLC, the whole thing. And
awesome.
It's taken off. And I'm going to give 100% credit right now to, I love the book, but I think without Dork and the way that blew up like 6 months ago, whatever it was, I don't think this or half the books that are independent books, like was it White Sky and Tigress Island and all those things have shot through the roof. And this, I think, because it's in that same kind of violent, cartoony D&D world
and funny,
funny.
It's definitely a darker humor than Dork.
Dude, when I was reading this thing, I was chuckling and laughing, and I haven't read something like that for a while, man. It's
it's very like Jay and Silent Bob, and
I loved it, man.
Yeah,
right up my humor alley.
Same, man. Like, to the point where like me and Joe just come up, we bounce ideas off each other, and he's like, "What do you think about Pink Eye and Dick Monsters?" And I'm like, "Okay, let's do it."
Amazing.
Yeah,
I love it. They all got Pink Eye, man.
Yeah, like the whole first issue basically revolves around Pink Eye. It's just hilarious.
Yeah. I was waiting for like a flashback of everybody, how they got it or something. That's why I kept waiting for my page.
There's more stuff coming. It's so demented. Joe's
I love it.
Sends me. I'm looking at him like, what the hell are you smoking, man? Like, what are you doing?
And so now I guess the continuation just dropped. The one cover we were just showing.
The compendium thing just came out, and this collects all the old like mini series, and this has got like 3 or 4 stories that I did, like little tiny mini series in here. It's got a bunch of stuff that Jason did, and Steve Mardo and Steve Levine, who've done a bunch of turtle stuff.
I'm gonna have to get that then.
Yeah, it's like 120 something pages.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a smaller book. It's got a bunch of really cool stuff in there.
Where can that be purchased?
You can get that. You can contact me. I have a bunch. You can contact Joe or at the Midnight Factory Press website, midnightfactorypress.com. Has all the books, has all the covers right now, has the compendium, all that stuff on there. Or you can hit us.
One of our Blue Wrenches would do that, man. That'd be great.
JSS, if you wouldn't mind dropping the link so to Ryan's Instagram, Zombie Pets, and the I'm sorry, what was the name of the company?
I put the Instagram right in the title there. It's Zombie Pets _RGB. And then the company is midnightfactorypress.com.
So yeah, guys, I don't have that one, so I have to buy that. So that's
there's some funny stuff in there because again, like I said, there's ads that we made up, pretend ads for like silly stuff like anal cream and just weird, just bizarre things that like again I don't know where they came up with the ideas.
Thanks very much, JSS. And the other so that the new drop, the new like continuation of the series that just dropped, I actually ordered it and it was supposed to arrive today and it didn't. I wanted to read it, but I didn't. So this is going to be an ongoing. So this is not going to be like short.
Yep, issue 1, 2, and 3 are completely done and ready to go. I think solicitation for issue 2 comes out. It starts. Is it next week? I think Joe said it's next week or the week after for that. The sales on issue 1 were crazy to the point where like Joe's like, this is our first successful book. I'm making money on my first book ever. Like every other time, like breaking even with everything.
That's
so
great.
This one's been, again, it's been a weird, crazy roller coaster the last like year. It's been nuts. But issues 1, 2, and 3 are all finished. I'm working on issue 4 as we speak, and we're trying to get some guest artists, like some bigger name people, to do some covers for these things. Because I would get like I'm going to do cover A and B for everything, and then we want to try to get like originally it's heartbreaking, but Joe had contact with Sam Keith's people a couple years ago, and we were trying to get him to do a cover for issue 1, and that would have been. Forget it. That would have been. I checked. I'm done. I'm like, that would have been the most amazing thing in the world to have his artwork, and I would have fought to get that cover too. I've been like, I have to own that, no matter how much it costs.
Right.
Yeah. And to have my characters drawn by one of my favorite artists of all time, forget it.
Yeah. That would have been amazing. Yeah. Rest in peace, Sam Keith. What a giant.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's kind of gut wrenching, but yeah.
So, what are we at on likes, guys? Thumbsies, upsies, or maybe we could.
We're at 20.
20. What do you think, Rich? Should we do a giveaway here?
Giveaway.
Do you want to do yours first, or you?
Either way, it doesn't matter.
I was going to keep adding to mine if we get more, as a bait to get more people to like. Do you want to do yours first?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. So, what we're going to do, we're going to do the wheel here. So, Ryan, can you do basically what you got to do is like a short, like a term, like a word, like we'll do a hashtag with a word, or a phrase. What if we did like murder hobo? How about that?
There we go. Hashtag murder hobo.
Hashtag murder hobo, all one word, guys. Hashtag murder hobo. All one word, no spaces.
Trying to,
and yeah, we're gonna do it kind of quickly, guys. It's not gonna be wait for Rich to get it in. I think you might have to do it again, guys. But we're not gonna wait a long time because it's not gonna be something where we're gonna wait for people who aren't here and watching. It's as I said, so we're gonna keep it kind of quick here. So yeah, murder hobo, hashtag murder hobo. Everybody do it. We're gonna do it kind of quick, but I think Rich is gonna. Do you want to show the books real quick?
Let me show mine real fast. Let's see. You get a copy of the first murder hobo.
That's the original one.
Original. Cool. Sonic.
Whoa, for KM.
A Lobo.
A Lobo, right on. Will be
a couple Lobos here.
We're going to talk about that a bit.
Lobo.
Wow, that's cool.
Simon Bisley, one of the best.
An Eric Larson McFarlane Incredible Hulk.
Nice.
A What If Conan.
Badass.
Stranded. A
Mark Spears. Badass.
Mark Spears Christmas Monsters. A Red Sonja, number
badass.
1. And a Boom number 20.
Very cool. Wow, Foom. That's badass, man.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
So that's what you get in the first giveaway.
Yeah. Hashtag murder hobo, and we're gonna do it kind of quickly here, guys. We're not gonna wait around. So make sure you got your entry in.
Oop.
So
let's see here.
Good luck, guys.
We have 16 entries so far.
Last chance, everyone. Last chance. He's gonna spin.
I'm gonna hit the button.
Just go ahead and do it. Let's not wait for people to just like suddenly pop in.
The vultures.
All right. Well, hang on a second. There's a few more there. Let me go back and that's still saying 16. So all righty. Yeah. And here we go.
If you weren't here, you missed it. Hey, Brittany.
Hey, Brittany.
Yo, Brittany.
Yo, Brittany. Hey, Brittany, just reach out to me on my Instagram, and hit me up on messages, and I'll get your address, and we'll get that sent right out to you. Awesome. Love it. Oops.
Well, this isn't fun. This doesn't count, guys.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
You're supposed to follow now.
This one doesn't
Here
count.
we go. Get that out of there. Get that out of there.
So I wanted to talk about this. You did a great cover for one of my favorite books that I read. Normally I guess we know him as an artist more than a writer, but Daniel Warren Johnson did this amazing series. Can we show this one, Rich? This is your Star Wars homage to The Moon is Following Us, which was one of the best things that I read in the last 2 years. So
such an underrated book too.
It's so good, right?
Yeah,
and
so
like tearjerker, like And how did you get hooked up with the great Daniel Warren Johnson to do a cover on one of his?
Again, it's another situation where the right retailer was looking for someone to do something at the right time, and I didn't know anything about the book at the time either. It was like one of those things that was very, very, I think it kind of flew under the radar for a lot of people too. I don't think to this day, I don't think a lot of people know much about the book. I don't know.
More people should.
Yeah, it's hands down, like you said, it's one of the best stories. I mean, artwork is phenomenal because everything he does is just top notch. But like the story is phenomenal. And again, it was another retailer who was like, hey, do you want to do this book? We want to do a Star Wars theme. And I was like, all right, well, you got to send me. I don't know anything about the characters. And then they started sending me the pictures of the characters. I was like, what are these characters? Like, I mean, the costumes are crazy. Like, there's a little frog guy with a cigar, machine guns. And I'm like, what is happening in this book? And from just seeing like the little PDFs that they sent me, I was immediately hooked. I had to go read the book. And once I did, it was just, like you said, one of the best books in the last couple of years I've ever seen.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. And let me just go back. Can we make Ryan big again?
That's being big.
Making you nervous.
Like I have to sit up now. Sit up straight.
So you did something else that's phenomenal, and I think we have a couple of or at least one of the covers. Yeah. Another one of the things that you did, you worked with one of our good friends, Garrett Gunn, on a couple covers from at least a few for his great series, Curse of Cleaver County, which we both love. Curse of Cleaver County. It's such awesome, great story, hilarious. So are you friends with Garrett, or how did you meet up with Garrett to do some covers?
Yeah, I got hooked up with Garrett doing it was the book Good Boy, which is another one that he did, which I don't know if you've read that. It's basically John Wick, but reversed. The dog is the killer.
We did talk about this a little bit. Yeah,
Good Boy is it's a really cool series. Very cool. I mean, I think 2 covers for that. I did issue 1 and like issue 3. And I feel like I sent you images. Yeah, like I think every like 2 or 3 months, Garrett would message me like, hey, you want to do another cover? And I've done for Little Red Ronin, the Cleaver County series, Good Boy. There's been, I want to say I've done probably 15 covers for him in total.
Yeah, he's such a good dude.
He's got so many crazy stories in his head. It's unreal.
This one is phenomenal, by the way.
That's the newest one. I think that's for the next issue that's coming out. I'm hoping it's not spoiling anything, but it's been so long. I kind of forget, and all of a sudden he'll be like, oh, it's out. Here's some comps. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Well, I have this. It's another one I couldn't find, but he did a spot foil of this, and I think it was issue 2. And
okay.
So it is out. And
okay.
Again, we have a lot of friends. Suspiria is a friend, Sveta is a friend, but for issue 2, I think this was my favorite. It's really, really funny, really gory, and it has a Tim Vigil vibe to me.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, because again, I have more fun drawing blood and guts on something. And anytime someone because Garrett does no rhyme or reason. Garrett's like, do what you want, go crazy, do what you want, and he just kind of lets me go crazy, and that's the most fun. Like again, just like the Dork cover, just got blood and guts all over it. I love drawing that stuff. It's so much fun to draw just chaos.
Jess says it's Garrett Gunn, or Garrett Gunn for he. Sorry, I didn't say Garrett's last name, but what a funny guy. Like he we had him on the show, and one of the funniest interviews we've done. Actually, I think
he's a great guy. Like I've hung out with him a couple of times, like New York Comic Con, like a couple of years ago. We hung out for a hot minute, but super cool guy. Just. Yeah, we got to do a bunch of like weird homage ones. So that's for Halloween.
Yeah.
It's I love drawing that because again, that's just horror movie stuff is just the most fun. It's so much fun to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, what a great series, and especially like, as we've been talking, like you're into a lot of the same stuff that we're into. The stuff that Rich and I tend to collect is monster related horror movie type stuff, and it's one of the great things about Curse of Cleaver County is that it's really kind of a almost a love letter to those kind of dead teenager movies, and
like
maybe a little Scooby-Doo
flicks. It's got that 80s slasher flick vibe to it. Like, I could see this being a next movie or something.
That one's so cool.
It's great, and in the spot foil, all the blood is like a foil. So
that's why I love when they do that, where they spot foil the blood.
It's very inspiring, dude. I draw. I'm not an artist by any means, but I draw, and so when I look at stuff like this, it just makes me want to pick up my mechanical pencil and start drawing something. So
honestly, this is the kind of stuff that, like, I know this looks chaotic. This is the most relaxing shit in the world for me. Like,
anything goes.
It's anything goes, and it's the cast. It's when I have to draw like I very rarely, if you notice, I don't do a lot of like sexy pinup style covers. Very rarely do I ever do them because there's more stress trying to draw a female's perfect face or body or anything without messing up one line. That total chaos, doesn't matter what happens on the page. It could be blood and guts, arms everywhere.
That's great.
But you do one wrong line on a female's face, and she looks like she's 90 years old instantly. So it's a lot of stress.
Right. Yeah, it is great. And as I said, like all of the kind of influences you can kind of see at work on a cover like this, and it's really fun. And you were talking to us a little bit backstage about something that I thought was really fascinating that I didn't know about. We were asking kind of about the work you're doing, some of the monster stuff, Frankenstein time related. And you were talking about there's somebody that you met up with who is kind of republishing like Chamber of Chills stuff and Tales of Terror, but like doing them with like different covers. Would you mind just talking a little bit about that and showing us? I think you showed us one cover.
I got a few right here. Yeah. But basically, I've met up with Ben, who is the guy who runs Mellow Fellow Comics. Super chill guy. Doesn't do a lot of shows anymore. He kind of just does, the Whatnot streams and stuff like that. I've done a few Whatnot. Actually, I did one with him about like 2 weeks ago. Super great guy.
Mellow
Fellow Comics. Yeah, it's all one word. I think he's got like the Grateful Dead like bears as like a logo, I think, or something like that. Super chill guy, and he got the rights to Chamber of Chills. What are the other ones? Tales of Horror, and then a book called Beware.
Oh yeah, those are all golden age.
53 and 54 series, and he's republishing them all with new updated covers. And I've got 4 of them right here. I mean, there's the old school Universal Monster,
badass.
And then we got, this is a foil one. This is the foil Frankenstein.
Oh wow, Rich is gonna love that.
Yeah, that one. I love that, dude.
And then we got the Jason.
Oh, badass.
Look at that, Jason. Yeah,
he's got a little, like, we came up with the theme. He wanted to do like kind of like the Tyler Kirkham style, like, battle damage thing, but not. He wants to put full backgrounds in it, and his whole idea was like the aftermath, like, whoever's on the cover just beaten to crap, axes, arrows, whatever stuck in them. And that's what I mean. You can see with the Jason. I mean, literally beat to crap.
That's awesome.
Do full backgrounds on them, but then this is my personal favorite because I love the Creature of Black Lagoon.
That's so cool.
And that's for Beware number 10. And we just finished doing Leatherface. I just did a Leatherface one, which is getting colored right now as we speak. And and the next we'll be doing is probably Ghostface from Scream.
Amazing. Well, that is great. And by the way, shout out to JSS. He's on the money. He got Mellow Fellow link up for everybody there.
Nice. Good.
Yeah. I love that one, man. That one's awesome, dude.
And that's the foil that you just showed us, right? That's the
that's the foil. That's the actual.
He sent me a box and it had like 3 foils in it, a metal cover. I think I saw the metal left, and then the regular. I have like maybe 10 or 12 copies of the regular issues.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love. Again, this is right up my alley. I love and there's no rhyme or reason. He goes, do whatever you want. He's like, whatever character you want to do. And I chose the leather because I love Leatherface, and I chose Leatherface for the last one. You know, give me 2 seconds and I'll grab the original. I'll show you.
Awesome. What a treat, guys. This is cool stuff, everyone. But yeah, everybody check out Mellow Fellow, and I know I'm going to be.
Hell yeah, me too, man. I about those books, man. I definitely want them books.
Yes, yeah. And while Ryan's getting the stuff, how about if I show you what I have for my part of the giveaway?
Yeah.
I'll show everybody.
I actually got 2 more to give away, so
I'll tell you what I'm doing up front, and then I might add some stuff. So but our buddy Drew Roush, the Hello Halloween, beginning one of those. Our great friend Suspiria, the Exquisite Corpses video cassette box. Also the Suspiria Nectar, the explicit cover, so it's got a black thing on it, because our buddy Suspiria, she likes to make naked people, and that's people. And you are getting
she's good at
this. You're getting a Jim Lee signed Batman Hush as part of the giveaway, and that's just a start. And if we can get up to how many likes are we at, by the way?
We are at 25.
25.
How do I enter this? I got to get that Jim Lee.
Get us to 30 get us to 30, and I'm also going to do a Pablo Villalobos, absolute Batman, absolute Sandman, and a Jenny Frizen. This is the glow in the dark variant that she just dropped for it's like the Neighbors one. So yeah, those will get added if we can get to 30. Call your friends, call your mom, call your dog, tell them to watch the show, and hit the likey button, hit the thumbsies upsies for everybody. So it'll be a big one. It'll be a big one. Sorry, just wanted to let everybody know what was again. And you also want to stick around because Ryan has a giveaway, and you're not going to believe something that he has for you. So
you definitely want to stick around for that, man.
So
we got.
Oh wow, that's the Leatherface. Amazing! It's so good.
Oh god damn, dude, that's awesome.
Sticking down there, this guy put the mallet in the face.
Oh dude, that is so freaking badass, man.
Holy fuck, is that good?
Holy crap, dude. That was
again, like I said, these are more fun than anything. There's no stress on those at all. I have a blast.
Oh my god, dude, that is awesome.
Yeah, I love that. Getting colored right now as we speak. So
yes, this is. I mean, when you were telling us about it, I hadn't heard about this series that you were doing yet, and so yeah, that's like high on my list.
We are one away, Mike. One away.
One away. All right, let's get it. Hit the thumbsies up, these guys. Call your friends, have them watch. And also, why aren't they watching? Why aren't they watching? What are they going getting sketty dinners on?
We want to go ahead and just show what Ryan brought to giveaway to drum up people, or
this will be the last giveaway of the night, guys. Check this out.
Last Ronin toy with the little Last Ronin remark on there.
He remarked a Last Ronin toy for you guys. We're going to do a giveaway from the great Ryan G. Browne, a remarked Last Ronin figure. What's up? Where else are you getting this? You getting this at your sketty dinners? No. Battle Beast.
Yes.
One of the not only one of the most popular titles of the past year, one of the best. Like what they're doing, you crushed these, by the way. You crushed these covers. And
me and Mike, we absolutely love Battle Beast.
I love it. And it's just chaos. It's pure chaos.
Yeah.
I don't need a drama story. It's just chaos. Check your brain at the door and have fun.
It's so cool, and you crushed this, and that's kind of what we always say. Like, when it comes to Battle Beast, or I'm sorry, I've got a little tickle in my throat. I hope I'm not getting sick from the flight. There was a kid in back of me coughing. Good God, that would suck. But I love that they've brought fun back to comics again. Like,
exactly.
Not everything.
That's exactly what it is. It's a truly fun book. Like,
yeah.
Great team together. I mean, Otley's artwork is untouched. Like, it's unreal. But yeah, I mean, the book's just a blast. It's fun.
Yeah, how did you get hooked up with Otley on to
that was through 10 Forward Comics. So I did the Battle Beast issue 1, and I believe that's issue 5. I think it's 5 or 6, 5. And that actually came in like a foil version too. Like there's only a foil available, which is the foil on that. I don't know who did it or what company did it. Unreal, because it's like a matte foil on the whole thing, and the blood and the eyes are foiled. It looks unbelievable. But 10 Forward Comics got that hooked up with Otley and Kirkman, and that was one of the first things I did for Image too. Was Battle Beast #1. That was one of the first things I think it might have actually been the first book I did for Image. I'm not sure now that I think about it, but I think it might have been.
You're getting like some of the big comics, like the biggest independent comics. You've really like been getting like some of like the coolest comics to get covers for. So I mean, it's really, really great. Now how this is something I've asked a few other people too, where it's like a 25-year that you've been doing this and suddenly it's an overnight success, like where it's like you've been doing this, grinding away, doing covers, and then suddenly everybody notices. Does it feel rewarding? Does it feel like, why weren't you paying attention before? Or
kind of surreal, but yeah, it's very rewarding. I'm very appreciative, because again, there's still the struggle. It's still the weekly sending emails out and answering. It's a nonstop grind. Any artist will tell you, no matter how popular they get, unless you're like a McFarlane or a Jim Lee, it's a nonstop grind. Like I even if I don't have something lined up, I have to have like 3 projects ahead, otherwise I freak out. Like I start panicking. And right now I have like 3 or 4 covers on the table, and Murder Hobo, and a couple other things in the works. But I'm always fighting to try to get that next job. Like there's always another job that I want to get, like no matter what it is. And it's very surreal at this point to have people say that, like again, I was telling you guys earlier when we were talking backstage, doing Free Comic Book Day. I've been there a bunch to my local comic shop. I know these guys, know 90% of it, and people were showing up like, "Oh, what are you doing here? You're too big to be here. What are you doing here?" I'm like, oh, "Okay, time out. That's crazy talk." Like that it's very weird and surreal to be quote unquote popular when like this is an industry where I sit at a drawing table for 10 hours a day and don't talk to anybody.
But yeah, I mean, so a couple of questions from our buddies in the chat. Our friend Adam was asking, how much time do you put into a cover usually?
It depends. There's some covers that are like, I mean, the Leatherface and stuff like that, there's a good probably 15-20 hours total into something like that. Like the Frankenstein, it's along the lines like the 15-20 hour mark. There are definitely covers that are a lot quicker. They go a lot faster. Like I'm working on one for the history of hip hop, which I'm super psyched about. I did an ODB It's Always Sunny mashup, because I'm a huge It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fan. Absolutely love the book or love the show. And I don't know if you guys familiar with the show at all?
Oh yeah,
of course. Yeah. ODB too. ODB, rest in peace, one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, and I think I got a copy. Yeah, I kept one copy for myself of the book because it's sold out. But it was a MegaCon exclusive, and they wanted to do an homage to something, and we decided on the It's Always Sunny episode where Charlie gets the job. He's in the mailroom. The whole Pepe Sylvia episode, and they went with ODB.
Amazing. Great.
And it's got all the hip hop, every album you could think. I hand through every single album back there.
That is so cool.
Shimmy, yeah.
Yeah, and the book sold out like day one, 100 copies gone like that. And he's like, I should have done more. Like, yeah, man. I mean, it's hip hop related stuff, and anything Wu-Tang is always gonna sell.
Yeah.
So
good.
Yeah, but again, something like that took forever because I literally I had to research what each album cover looked like, and I didn't want to leave anybody out. So there's, every single, you look at some of the nooks and crannies, there's cassette tapes jammed in there with, bands I haven't heard from in, 25, 30 years. But something like that, 20, 25 hours. And then there's other stuff that could be a 4 or 5 hour, much quicker piece because it's not a lot of elaborate detail in it. But I tend to like to fill up as much space as possible. I can't stand empty covers. It drives me nuts.
I have one to show. Okay. And we'll kind of talk about this one a little bit. Hold on, I got it.
Let's say Ryan had Lewis had a question real quick for Ryan. It says, "Is there any book that you would want to do that no one has asked you to do yet?"
Well, I would love. I mean, Marvel's kind of lost me over the last couple of years because they're rebooting everything and the stories. I would love to do something X-Men related or Spider-Man related. That'd like cool. Another dream bucket list thing.
Yeah,
I don't think it'll ever happen. Who knows? I didn't think I ever do a DC thing, but that's actually happening now. So, who knows? But I've always been the big Spider-Man fan, and I love the X-Men. I love Gambit. I mean, obviously, I got my giant Gambit statue up there. But something like that would be a blast to do, like something X-Men or Spider-Man related. But that's,
I'd love to see that, Ryan.
I would love, I would have a field day with Spider-Man, all the webbing and everything. Forget it.
Oh man, I'd love to see that. Yeah,
that'd be fun.
So you're talking about detail. I was at my parents' house today. I had to go by because there was a package somebody sent me. I had to pick up, but okay. I wanted to talk about this.
Oh yeah,
amazing cover you did for what is really kind of like one of the current like meme books, like that everybody's into, including myself. But Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre, where you did this great cocaine hippo, and all the detail of this. It's so fun. And just kind of a reveal for everyone.
Yeah.
I bought the original art.
Yeah,
so this was delivered while I was gone to my parents' house because I had to sign for it, obviously. So, but my dad was going through this and looking at it and laughing and laughing. Look at there's the stripper heels right here. He's like going through that, and he's going through. He's like, oh, look at the lady with the cane. The cane got her. He's like going through and doing the thing. But here, this is the original artwork for this that I got, and it is stunning. Can you talk a little bit about this? How'd you get hooked up with? Actually, we're going to have Kennedy. My Alzheimer's is getting me. What's the first name? Ken.
You lost me. I don't know.
The writer.
I don't have a copy.
Jeff Kennedy. I'm totally blanking. I'm so sorry.
Hang on.
Because he's also the
Fred Kennedy.
Fred Kennedy. Good God. And I've talked to Fred a couple of times. That's embarrassing.
Fearless Fred, man. Fearless Fred.
Yeah. He's super good guy, and he's also the writer of Dead Romans and a friend of our friend Nick Marinovich, and he's coming on. So I screwed that up. But yeah, can you talk a little bit about that cover? Yeah. How'd you get that one?
That was another one through Slabulous Comics, who the guy I did Dork with, and I'm doing the Exquisite Corpses with. Super great guy. Another online whatnot seller, no brick and mortar store, but it's Slabulous Comics. If you guys have a chance, check out his whatnot streams. He got some great stuff. But it's the first time I've actually got to do an homage of my own cover, because that's basically an homage of the Dork cover. It's the same situation. And we actually did that with, I don't know if you saw the I Hate Fairyland 50 that we just dropped. Same guy, Slabulous. I got a copy of that sitting here too. And again, we did an homage.
Oh, look at that.
This is badass.
That literally just came out this week. Like he did an homage. I've gotten to do an homage to myself 3 times now. It's crazy.
That's awesome, dude.
Boggling. Like he came up with that. He was like, "Hey, what about doing, a cover of your own cover?" And I was like, "Really? With the hippo thing?" He's like, "Yep, let's do it." And we got approval to do. I was like, because I don't even know if in the comic the hippos are going to be like almost like Disney style, like we're going to stand up. We had to get approval for them to like stand up on their hind legs, and and as soon as they saw the sketch, they're like, "Go for it, do what you want to do." So
it's amazing. I laughed so hard as soon as I saw it, and then when I saw you post that you had that when you were going to part with it, I was thrilled. So this is something I've wondered about other artists. How do you feel like selling a piece of
Mike real quick? Hey, Mike, real quick. We've hit 31.
Okay,
yeah, we'll get away real fast.
Well, let's just ask. I just want to finish this question real quick.
Okay.
So when you're selling a piece of your original art, how do you feel about that? Is it something where you're glad somebody appreciates it that way, or
it hurts. Like I love 99.9% of the stuff I love, and I know it's part of the job. You got to give it away, but there's a couple pieces that I have in my binder that I just have like not for sale on. Yeah. Like there's a Crow piece that I did when I was trying, because the Crow is hands down my favorite comic of all time. I love the Crow. James O'Barr is God level to me. I've met him probably 4 times, and I still fangirl over the guy. I can't talk to him. I'm like, hi, and I walk away like an idiot. And he's like, hi, and I'm like, I don't even know how to function. But I had the honor of, like, I posted the picture that I was working on, and he messaged me on Facebook. I don't know the guy from a hole in the wall except for meeting me at a couple conventions. And he's like, this is great, but you should try, turning the foot this way, do this. And he gave me advice on how to draw the Crow. And I was like, oh my God, okay. And I drew, and I'll never sell the piece. If someone could offer me $50,000 for it, I wouldn't take it. There's no, because his input on it. And it's my own artwork with his input on it. And it's just, I was like, nope, I don't care. It's in the binder so people can look at it, but I'll never sell it.
Amazing.
Awesome.
It hurts sometimes. Like there's some pieces like the ODB one. I don't think I'll sell that just because I love hip hop stuff, and I don't know if maybe if the right offer came along, but I don't know. I have like a high price tag on it. If someone wants it, maybe I'd sell it. There's some stuff I don't want to get rid of, but again, got to pay bills, mortgage, life. So it hurts sometimes.
We've had different people with different answers on that. Like, as I said, we had Nick Marinkovich on, and Suspiria. They both were like, they were thrilled if it went to somebody who was thrilled to have it. Like, yes, that was like
that 100% that. Like if it's got a good home, awesome. There's been a few times I sold things and then I see people flipping them, and that kind of bugs me.
No,
yeah. Like I've seen something pop up on eBay or something, like, friends will be like, hey, did you see the link to this? And I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, especially if I give them a deal. Like I still haven't gotten used to like being sort of popular. It's very weird to me. And I still feel almost awkward when like I'm giving prices on things. To the point where I've had other artists yell at me and be like, dude, you gotta raise your prices. You're making us look bad because I'm charging X amount of money for something that I put half the work in that you did. I was like, I know, but I still feel weird charging. It's bizarre to me because I was like, yeah, I pay for a Jim Lee piece, but I was like, why are you paying for my piece? It's weird to me. I still have that self-deprecating, self-loathing, hatred for myself kind of thing.
I've heard other artists say this is like almost an imposter syndrome, but a couple people were asking, are you available? Do you do commissions?
Yes, yeah, I do very limited ones right now. Like it's not a ton. I used to take on like 15, 20 a month. I'll do like 3 or 4 a month, but yeah, I am available for commissions. It probably will take about 3 or 4 weeks to get something back out to somebody at this point. But if you want to, hit me up on Instagram or email me, and I can, we can work out details on everything.
Very cool. So we're gonna do the giveaway, I think. And I'm gonna toss in those other books because we hit 30. So both of those, this and the Jenny Frizzle and the Pablo Villalobos, our great buddy Drew Roush, our great buddy Suspiria, with a couple Suspiria, and
along with the
all-time greats. I wish you were one of our buddies, but the Jim Lee signed Batman. So Ryan, what do you want to do for a hashtag on that? Anything you want?
Let's see. Hashtag Jim Lee Buddy.
Jim Lee Buddy, great one.
All one word.
Yeah, all one word, guys. No spaces on that. You're gonna do hashtag Jim Lee Buddy. Also, you have to be subscribed. You have to be subscribed to this channel, to Rich's channel, Big Nasty, and you have to be subscribed to my YouTube channel, Chonko Comics and Nerd Culture. The other caveat to winning, because we're greedy for subscribers. So, but yeah, hopefully everybody's watching, and we're getting a Jim Lee Buddy, and you're getting a grip of comics. And we still have one more.
Text me. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna hop off for 1 second. But right back.
Sure.
Yep. Sure.
Everybody, hashtag Jim Lee Buddy, one of the greats of all time. And you'll be getting
free comic book day, having a good giveaway.
Happy free comic book day.
Yeah.
Happy live show Saturday. Everybody, make sure you enter it a couple of times. That way you actually got it. And there'll be Chonko swag too. I'm gonna drop in some stickers. You know that.
We got 17.
Only 17 entries. Nobody wants a Nobody wants free comics? Adam, I think you had a space in there. You don't want a space. No space between the hashtag and the Jim Lee Buddy. Make sure you
no space. No space.
Yeah, because it won't. The program won't recognize it if you do a space. So hashtag Jim Lee Buddy. Give everybody another like 20 seconds here. Make sure you get it in.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah. We're just trying to make sure everybody got it. I just really wanted to make sure Adam got it. Adam is sight impaired, so he I think he does a lot through voice. So I wanted to make sure he had a chance to get it in.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah, everybody.
We'll
give you another like 30 seconds here, guys. How many do we have? How many entries do we got?
19.
19. All right. Okay, guys.
Hit the button.
Yeah, I think we're good. Here we go. Let's see what happens.
And away we go.
Metal Elf. Yo, Metal Elf. Congratulations, buddy.
Congrats.
Reach out to me on Instagram. Get me your address. And yeah, getting a whole grip of comics. Our good friend Metal Elf. Congratulations. And remember, we have one more giveaway coming up, guys. So normally what we do kind of around this part of the show is we kind of open it up and we'll share a link if people would like to come on and ask questions. As we talked about, guys, this is a segment that we've had for some time where we've invited our friends on to come and ask our any of our new buddies. This week, Ryan, question, but we've had less people participating. And last week we didn't really have much. So yeah, if people are not into this anymore, we'll do away with this part of the show. So Rich is going to share the link, and if you'd like to come and ask our new friend Ryan a question or two, please join in.
Come hang out and ask a question. Yeah.
So I heard it through the grapevine, saw saw something that you shared, and something that you mentioned. I know you can't reveal the artwork yet.
Yes,
you just got a huge cover. Can you tell us about what's coming up?
Yeah, it's another. Again, I got lucky. Another bucket list item. I've had a couple retailers want me to do DC stuff. I've been pushing to try to get on Absolute Batman for the longest time. I love the book. He's a giant monstrous guy that acts. It's the craziest version of Batman I've ever seen. I love it. And could not get DC to even acknowledge me. And finally, one of the guys I've done a bunch of books with before, another retailer, I'm going to butcher the name. I think it's hachimal.com. It's HAICHMAUL, I believe. I know I'm butchering it. I'll have to look it up and see here. But he basically pushed. There you go. I'll put that on the back. That's his logo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
He basically pushed DC for about 3 months straight, and we kept sending him portfolios and pictures I had done and nonstop. And then finally, I got an email from someone at DC. Was like, okay, hey, send us, your most recent covers that you've worked on. We'd really like to review them. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know what this is, but whatever. Boom, sent out a portfolio of like 10, 12 covers. And next thing I know, I'm getting messages from like DC's HR and all this other, and Warner Brothers and all this stuff, all this paperwork to sign. And like, yeah, they're like, we have to, basically what they said is you have to work on what they call a lower tier book first, and then you can work on their prestige books, which is they're considered their absolute Batmans probably, and World's Finest and stuff like that, and Detective. And they considered Lobo one of the new Lobo series, which blew my mind. I was like,
the Scotty Young one, right?
Yeah, Scotty Young and Jorge Corona, which again, one of my favorite artists. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, I'd rather do that than Absolute Batman, honestly. Like, I was like, give it to me.
Wow.
I was
enormous.
hoping for issue 1. That would have been great. But because they're in no rush to do anything and it's on their terms, it was like paperwork, and then it was like more paperwork, and then more questionnaires and more NDAs and all this other stuff. And it was like a month worth of like back and forth. And finally, we got the approval on it. So it'll be issue 3, which comes out, I think, in like 2 or 3 weeks. Issue 2 dropped, I believe, last week. So issue
Lobo
3
cover
will be Lobo number 3, my first official DC artwork, and I could not be prouder of it. It's going to be
that's great, buddy. Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
I'm super
first
proud of
DC cover.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you just answered one of the questions I wrote down. So
I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
I subscribe, so I'm going to end up with that cover. So I'm very happy to hear. By the way, hi Ryan, I'm Matt. I know
one second. Wanted to make sure we got to Brittle's comment because we missed one of his questions last week. But we'll call on everybody. But yeah, Brittle asked, you have a cool shelf of collectibles. What are some of your favorite comics and collectibles that you own?
Oh man, honestly, love the Gambit statue. I'm a huge Gambit fan, but I don't know if you can see it back here. Venture Brothers. I got a Brock Sampson statue that I had to fight somebody in Texas to get a hold of this thing. Basically, they only made 250 of them, and they are impossible. There's a Molotov cocktease also, which I cannot find for the life of me. But I love the Venture Brothers, and I love that statue more than anything. Like between that, cool. I also have. I can turn it over here. You can see I got the big Last Ronin statue.
Oh wow! Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, you really are one of us. You got your whole.
I got the big crow cabinet over there.
Yeah, you got your whole.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's
so freaking sweet, dude.
Crow collectible, from like belt buckles to keychains to just there's all kinds of crow crap in there. It's unbelievable. But yeah, like the crows, awesome. Turtles, and Venture Brothers. I love that stuff.
Very cool. So we did have, thanks everybody we have some of our buddies who have joined us. So the first one that we had was our good friend, the great Stevie D. I think Stevie had a question for our new friend, Ryan.
What do you got?
Well, first of all, I'm enjoying the interview, and it's nice to talk to you.
Thank you.
You mentioned that when you were a kid, your dad set you up in the basement where you could draw on the floor.
Yep.
Did you have brothers and sisters?
I have a younger brother. Again, like I said, nobody in my family has any artistic ability whatsoever. My brother is, when it comes to like, he got like this odd set of skills that he does. Like he had a brewery for a while, but the pandemic kind of hurt it. But he somehow has the ability to brew beer without knowing anything about it. He won all kinds of awards. So like, somewhere in the family gene pool, I got the art side of it. He got that creative, like mixologist, whatever you want to call it, side of it. Other than that, I can't. I could dribble a basketball. I could play a little basketball, but that's about the extent of it. But, yeah, I have a younger brother, but it was me and my neighborhood friend Kevin when I was younger, age like 5 to like 9, just drawing in our basement all over the floor, dinosaurs and race cars, and just. Every once in a while, my father would repaint it so we could like redraw on it again. It was crazy. It was just, I wish I had pictures of the old basement. It would have been nice.
It's great that they were that supportive of.
Yeah, they were like, plus I think it got me out of the hair. They're like, oh, he'll be in the basement. He'll be alone for 3 hours by himself.
And probably every time you tell the story, you have such a feeling of nostalgia.
Yeah, it's because like he passed away. My dad passed away like 8 years ago, and it was crushed the whole family because it was very unexpected. It came out of nowhere. But I go back and I look at the stuff like the very first time we went to a Comic-Con was Boston Comic-Con, and I drove up there knowing nothing about what I was doing. I had t-shirts and stickers and like one print to sell. It was all zombie stuff. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm terrified of this whole world. He drove up there and surprised me and like brought me lunch. He drove up to Boston. Wow. And literally comes walking in the Comic-Con, and I'm like, I turn around the corner, and there he is. I'm like, what are you doing here?
That's so cool.
And I drove all the way up there with my mom, and they sat there at the table, and like every time someone walked by, they're like, "That's my son's artwork." That's what, and I'm like, "Oh,
so
you're embarrassing me." Like, guys, killing me. But he drove all the way up there. You know, he wasn't the most vocal, saying, "I approve of your lifestyle with the artwork and stuff." But like he would go at like little tiny weird ways like that. Like he drove, 6 hours on a weekend for no reason just to come all the way up there, and then drove back that night.
That is a good dad.
Yeah,
I love those stories.
He was a great guy.
Another one of our friends, the great Matt Likes Comics came on. I think Matt has a question for our new friend Ryan.
Yeah.
No, actually, I wrote down 5, but 2 of them have been asked by other people. So,
one at a time.
But hey, no problem. First one, given a choice, knowing what you do about the industry today and pay rates and such, would you rather do exclusively work only on covers, or would you rather have a regular inside art job, like doing the stories?
I'm gonna have to say the covers. I know some of the pay rates on some of the interior pages, and it's brutal. It's really tough, and the turnaround time is. I could never. I have a couple friends that do stuff for Marvel and a couple other stuff, and the turnaround times that they have on these things are insane. I could never turn out the quality stuff that I'd be happy with in the time frame that they give. Like I have a couple friends that are like, oh yeah, I have to do a book for X of whatever the book is, 22 pages in 7 days. I'm like, there's no way I could do that in a million years. I'd have to draw stick figures all over the page. Like it couldn't happen. And the amount of money some of these guys make, I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be a godsend to be able to like, oh yeah, I get to draw a Gambit story. Sure, I'd have a field day with that, but I wouldn't want to do that on a full-time basis. The cover thing, I love it. I love working on Murder Hobo because it's fun, it's goofy, I don't have to think, it's just dick and fart jokes. But like the cover
yeah, that's right up our alley.
Yeah, exactly. The cover stuff is it's fun because it's a different thing every single week or so. It's not the same thing because even during Murder Hobo, I love Murder Hobo, but even towards the end of a book, I get a little bored with like the same kind. I'm like, I got to draw the same character again in a different pose, and getting to be like, oh, I get to draw Leatherface this week, and then I'm drawing Method Man next week on a cover, and I'm doing Scud on a cover after that. Like it's more fun because it's more variety, and I get a little bored with the same kind of thing over and over again. But the variety is great. I love having the cover variety, and it's just more exciting. Not knowing what the next big project's going to be, and the next big cover coming down the line could take off. Like Dork, didn't think that was going to be anything at all. Blew up, opened up so many doors in the last couple months.
I believe it.
Yeah. So if we could just we'll come back to you, Matt, for your other question. But our good buddy Jeff is here. This is the first time I've actually seen you, Jeff. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks. I have a really primitive setup here, so I can't even see what I'm doing.
No. Welcome. We're glad to see you, man.
Yeah. Anyway, if I could kind of dissertate for a second. I met Ryan at the King Con in Isla, New Jersey.
Oh, yeah. You look at the picture. I was running barely on the screen there. Yeah.
I was running the gauntlet of Artist Alley, which is sometimes kind of awkward because it's like a thin line between being a artist and being a salesperson. I mean, some people are very good at it. Some people are too good at it. In fact, that's why I end up with comic book that's like, why do I have to but because I hate to say no. I mean, you want to help out struggling artists. So anyway, some of the books that I got then.
Oh, wow, Black Friday. Wow.
This is Black Friday.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see that.
Wow.
That's one of his covers, cool. Black Friday. I forget who put that out. Black Caravan.
Black Caravan is out. I think it was that was a while ago. That was an old
Jack, I want your Frankenstein.
Oh, thank you. He hung outside Halloween. He's been kind of.
No, I want that. I want that.
It's in the mail.
Deadhead. You got Deadhead there.
Yeah, this one I got. Well, the nice thing is too. Ryan said, "Oh, do you want me to sign those comics for you?" And I'm kind of thinking, "Oh, well, yeah, sure." I mean, I'm thinking in the back of my head, you're gonna say $20 for a signature or something. So he said, "No, I'll sign them whatever you want." So that's Deadhead.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, the only time I charge for a signature is you can tell the people are going to be flippers, and they come up with a long box of books, and they dump it down, and I'm like, signature or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
They're instantly going to turn around and flip it on me.
Yeah.
This is Space Ghost.
Oh, yeah, Space Ghost.
Wow, I didn't see this.
Yep.
That's super cool.
Oh, amazing.
That's another older one. Yeah, it's like 2 years old, I think, at this point. That's another. I love the
awesome,
stuff. That was another great one. It was a fun one.
And this one I didn't even realize when I got it. It's Big Rig.
Oh yeah, that's that Post
Oh,
Malone.
I didn't know you do the big rig too.
Yep.
Yeah, I noticed after I got it home, I noticed Post Malone, and the only thing I don't really know is music. I just know that he looks like someone scribble on his face with a Sharpie after he passed out.
Yeah, basically. Yep.
You can send your letters to me. You don't have to send them to Richard.
That was a fun one. Chaos and like demons all over the cover. It was fun.
But yeah,
really cool.
So I guess my question is,
yeah.
Well, actually, do you think you're past the point where you really have to be a salesperson, and can you just concentrate on your art and not really treat it as like a commodity? And also, the second question is like music, because I think that always comes up on a Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you listen to music when you're drawing?
I just turned it off up here. I was interfering with like hearing things, so I had the Deftones album going on in the background here. So love the Deftones.
Damn it! Now I got another band to listen to all week.
Yeah, like I have to have music going almost all the time. Like I usually have like a headphone in before conventions start. But as for like selling, I don't feel like I have to do that much anymore at shows. I used to be like the carnival barker, like, hey, do you like zombies? Come to the table. Hey, do you like? And I couldn't stand doing that. It drove me nuts. I felt very like a used car salesman. I didn't like that feeling. Now I kind of just set up. I get to talk to the other artists in the alleys. Like it's fun. I have more fun just doing this and talking at a show. If I don't sell something, I don't sell something. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's fun because again, this is my interaction going to the Comic-Cons. I don't have a lot of human interaction. It's me and the cat from 9 to 5. And then my wife goes home at 5:30, and she, we have dinner and usually pass out on the couch about 2 hours later. So Comic-Cons are my human interaction. So I don't really feel like I need to like sell, and like people come to the table, I obviously will greet them, I'll talk to them. I would rather have a 10-minute conversation with you than to push you to try to buy a comic book. I don't really, I would never want to do that anymore. I used to do that. Don't want to do it anymore though.
Well, I can tell you, we love that. I mean, when you're at a convention, somebody who really, likes to talk about what they're doing, as Jeff said, I mean, if somebody's reasonable, brings you just a few books, just, sign the books. I have tremendous respect for artists that behave that way.
Yeah. I mean, I would, because I know from being a fan, from going to cons and meeting, an artist and talking to the person, like the first time I got to meet Ryan Otley, like a billion years ago, before I was doing anything, it was just super cool. And like, he talked to me, and then, like I said, meeting James O'Barr, I still have trouble talking to him because he's on another level for me. He's one of the upper level top 3 guys of all time on my mind. But like just talking to artists and then they talk back, and you're like I said with Brett Bean, I messaged him on Instagram. I was like, I don't know him from a hole in the wall, and he answered me back 10 minutes later. I was like, this is bizarre. Like, what's he doing answering me?
It's awesome.
It's just it's fun to like I said, just getting to interact with people at a show and talk about stuff that my whole life for 51 years that I've loved, being around comic books and all that stuff. I love it, and I get to talk about it all day. It's the best.
One of the things we love about the show,
Mike, we got another first timer, Nate of Holly Out Comics.
I think Nate's been on the show before, actually.
But long time listener, first time caller.
Yeah.
He'd have a question for you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I just want to say I love the God Hates Astronauts. I know you didn't draw it, but I do love it.
I was about to, and goodbye.
Yeah. The other thing, I mean, when Mike said you were going to be on the show, I was like, oh, seriously, I did for a second. I was like, I love God Hates Astronauts, and then he's like, the Murder Hobo guy. I was like, oh man, I love
made the
Murder
same
Hobo.
mistake, man. I made the same mistake.
So this cover is fantastic, by the way. This book was fantastic.
Funny story.
And
that was a throwaway cover. That was literally, I did that 2.5 years ago for fun one night at like 2 a.m. because I was bored, couldn't sleep, put on some music and just drew like a different version of Roddy, like it's a more realistic version.
It's so good.
And we
That's
sat
crazy
on that
to me.
2.5 years, and Joe's like, we need a cover B. What do you want to do for cover B? I'm like, here, I got this. And I just handed him that, and he's like, all right, cool. And that's been more popular than the actual original cover. It's crazy. My local shop sold out of that cover like instantly.
That's the one I got.
That's the one I have arriving.
That's great. When I was flipping through, I feel like this one was the one that was most bought out. My shop had quite a few.
Yep.
But as you're going through, you can kind of see the A, B, C, D kind of thing, and it felt like there were less of these, and it was definitely my favorite. Also, so it's going to go to my question here, but I feel like there's a lot of animated style to what you do, and you had mentioned the Tick and the Crow and Faust, and behind you I see a Brock Sampson statue and the Venture Brothers. So I just kind of wanted to get some, like, there's this, I feel this like weird Mad Magazine kinship with you of where your influences might come from. That's my question. Like, are there other books or artists that you drew from?
Yeah, like, I mean, when I first started out, I was flat out copying Jim Lee and McFarlane and like, I was like 16 years old, and they were the big things at the time. It was mainly it was Jim Lee and like Mark Silvestri were like, too, because I was like, they're the best. Their anatomy. A million years I could never draw like Jim Lee. His anatomy on stuff is just crazy. But then I started seeing stuff like McFarlane, who like his anatomy was all over the place. And then I saw Sam Keith, who like to this day, Sam Keith, there's not one body that he's ever drawn that makes any sense whatsoever, but it's fucking beautiful. Like, it's gorgeous.
Awesome.
The way he draws is unreal.
I love it.
It's brilliant.
It's
brilliant.
And like someone like Sam Keith, and then like some of the more mainstream guys like Joe Madureira. He did the X-Men for a while, and did Battle Chasers. That like kind of anime cartoony mixed style. I was like, wow, I really like that kind of stuff. And then I started seeing stuff like Scud and the Tick and like weird books that there was no. Once I realized you didn't have to follow a rule for anything, I was like, that's it. And then I kind of found my own kind of thing. Like, I started seeing, like there's another artist from Australia, John Samariva. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's kind of, he does a lot of cover stuff. He's done a couple of like self-published stuff. Phenomenal artist. Goes by like the moniker like sometimes of Red J. But really, really super chill guy. One of the nicest human beings. I met him a billion years ago at like one of the second or first New York Comic Cons I ever attended, and fell in love with his style. He does a lot of like he did the chibi baby thing before Scotty Young did it.
Oh, really?
Scotty Young did it better on like a. It took off. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab a picture off the wall.
While he's grabbing that, I think maybe after this we'll do the giveaway, Ryan.
Okay, yeah. I got this in 2014 from him.
Oh wow!
Look at that.
It's one of my favorite, and I mean, you can see like this, and this was like 5 years after he was doing that style of stuff. I don't think Scotty Young was doing anything like that at the time. He was still doing like that kind of
his regular art,
regular style, like kind of like almost like graffiti, cartoony kind of stuff. And then the baby chibi thing kind of took off. And don't get me wrong, I love Scotty Young's stuff, but I think John Samariva blows his stuff out of the water. Like, he does amazing, like that baby chibi style stuff. But then he also does like a very realistic, cartoony. His stuff's great. It's very underground. I don't know a lot of people that know him. He was at Granite State Comic Con last year before, because he's done some turtle work. He did the Turtle versus Batman or Turtle and Batman storyline.
Okay.
He did that.
Yeah.
And it's a very like animated, like almost like 90s style animation style like artwork. But like stuff like that is what really kind of let me see like, oh, I don't have to be, every muscle doesn't have to be perfect, and the chest doesn't have to be perfect, and the neck. Like, once I realized that I was like,
awesome sauce.
It's just fun and easy now at this point. Like, I don't have to stress about it. Again, like I said, drawing female characters is the biggest nightmare, because those are the characters that if you draw one line wrong, you F the whole thing up and it looks weird. But
we hear that different people have different perspectives on female versus male. It's always interesting.
Yeah, like, I mean, like I will do them. I don't do them very often. I don't, a lot of people, they know at this point, like there's strong points and then there's weak points. If someone comes to me, I've actually turned down doing like pinup style stuff. Is like, I can give you 10 artists that'll do it better than I'll do it. Go to them. If you want, you want Wolverine drawn or something violent or bloody, come to me. I'll do that for you. But if you want like a sexy Harley Quinn, that's not my cup of tea. I'm like, I'm not good at that stuff. I don't feel comfortable doing it. It takes 5 times longer than any normal piece would ever take. But it's like, once I realized the anatomy wasn't important and you could do your own thing with it, it was much easier, much more fun to draw.
and the subject matter that you do is it seems to like you've been able to get into titles that are very much aligned with what you really enjoy, you know.
Yeah,
blood, guts, funny.
Yeah, I try to gear towards that kind of thing. Like I still to this day, well, there's like 4 or 5 shops. I'll hit them up and I'll be like, hey, these books are coming out next, 2 or 3 months from now. What do you think about doing a book on these? I still hit up shops and like solicit myself, for work all the time, because it doesn't always come knocking on the door for jobs. So right. I will like hit up like there's 4 or 5 shops that I know I do things with all the time. And I'm like, hey, this book looks like it's gonna be fun and violent and crazy. What do you think about doing a cover? And 9 times out of 10 it works out.
Well, you've been getting like all the big ones. I mean, you got Dork, you got the Florida cocaine hippo. They getting all the things. But what do you think about doing the giveaway here for the?
Yeah.
So what do you want the hashtag to be this time, Ryan?
Let's just do Last Ronin.
Last Ronin, good one. Okay, so everyone, it's going to be Last Ronin, no spaces. Hashtag Last Ronin. This is for the Last Ronin figure, and it's got a remark from Ryan G. Browne on the figure. This is a really cool
awesome
one. If I think it's like a conflict of interest for Rich and I, so I don't think we can do it. I would like this too, but yeah, you guys, this is a big one, guys.
Yeah, I'm not putting my name in there as much as I
wish I could, but
as much as I want, but I will refrain.
And also, guys, you have to subscribe. Subscribe to Rich, this channel. Subscribe to Chocolate Comics and Nerd Culture. We're gonna check. So yeah, make sure you subscribe. Giveaway night. We're going to be disciplinarian, but I am.
It's free comic book Saturday, man. So we got to give stuff away. We got to give some things away.
Right. That doesn't mean there aren't rules.
Yeah, right. Well, for me and you.
Right. Well, and what's hitting a subscribe button? So okay. Make sure you get in on this one, guys. And in fact, make sure you do it a couple of times. Make sure you spelled it right, do the whole thing. Hashtag Last Ronin.
Actually, did anybody who went to Free Comic Book Day today not notice that most of the books have changed it to Comics Giveaway Day?
Well, there was two different companies doing them, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
There was still free comic book day, and then there was that other one, like you were saying. There was 2 different ones.
Okay,
the shop I went to was Free Comic Book Day.
Because I have some of both.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, there was 2 different companies. Somebody bought the rights to the other one or something.
Really?
From what I've heard. Yeah. So
how many entries do we got?
You got to click the button.
Got 20.
Hey, that's not bad.
Most impressive.
Yeah, this is better than Free Comic Day, guys. You're getting like a grip of stuff.
Count us down there, Ryan. Count us down.
From what? What are we starting at? I can't see.
5.
5, 4, 3, 2, go.
Boom.
Good luck.
It's a live show.
Hey.
Congratulations.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's not fixed, I swear. No, please reach out to Ryan on Instagram.
Yeah, and Instagram, send me your address, and I'll get it boxed up and shipped out on Monday.
Very cool.
That is awesome, man.
Thanks again
for a good looking remark too.
Oh, awesome! Of course. Hey, it's Free Comic Day. Get something away.
Yeah, that's our whole thing here tonight.
The problem with Free Comic Book Day is I went to 2 stores today, and not only did I get free comics, I gave away my money.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Such
it's
as
funny because I set up with these things, and like I'll do free sketches and like little things for for most people, and I feel bad because it's Free Comic Book Day, but like literally the other artists there were just. I think I made more money sitting there today than I think I did at the last con that I did. It's crazy. Wow. Yeah, because people are just. I mean. The Murder Hobo books, the cover B, I had brought 20 copies with me, sold them all. They were gone.
Wow.
The cocaine hippo thing, I sold half of the ones I had. And then I did a couple Transformer covers, and those sold like crazy. Like, it was unreal. Like, it was just, Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Now you have some original art that you've been selling, and is this still some stuff that's you still have some items that are available, or?
Oh yeah, I have a ton of stuff about. I was using raremark.com, but I pulled some of the stuff off of there because the prices were getting. I don't understand what was happening. Like sometimes they put a price there and all of a sudden it was lower than it was supposed to be or higher, and so I stopped loading stuff up there right now. There's stuff up there you can view, but there's nothing you can bid on right now.
The Frankenstein's not available.
Right.
Yeah. I stopped using that. But if anyone ever sees anything on Raremark that's there or anything that I posted, I have.
Frankenstein's not available.
I think I have like 3 binders full of original artwork over here. That's just I got pages, covers, random pages. I have just more
reach
stuff
out.
I can do with.
Check out. Ryan had a post last week. That's how I bought the cover that I bought. See, what he posted on his Instagram. Again, please follow Ryan on Instagram. Check his stuff out. And if there's something you're interested in, if it's still available, maybe ask him about it.
Yeah.
Matt, you said you had a couple other questions?
I've got a couple more quick questions here. Well, one may be longer, but the first one I asked in the chat, and I don't think they got to it, was who is your favorite people to work with on comic books?
Oof. It's funny because being like a cover artist, I don't really get to work with a ton of people. Like I mean, I get to see people at conventions and talk to them. Like I've become good friends with Mark Morales, who's a phenomenal inker, great guy, one of the nicest humans I've ever met. Chris Campana, great friend. I've known him for years, but he's kind of blown up. He's getting to do Marvel stuff now and DC stuff. But honestly, other than Joe, the writer of the book, I don't have a ton of interactions with other artists or writers. Like the biggest interaction I have is at Comic-Cons. Like that's usually like my big part, especially like something like Terrificon, where I'll get together with 10 or 12 guys that I haven't gotten to see all year, and we all go out to dinner afterwards and we get to really enjoy the show. Like something like New York, you can't really enjoy as much. It's just total chaos. But something like a Terrificon, which I don't know if anybody's ever attended that show, highly successful. It's hands down my favorite show of the year. It's actually
one of the closest big ones to me.
Yeah, so, it's great because it's attached to the casino. You got great food, nonstop, free parking, which is huge. Hotels like right there. I think it's a big enough show that you can enjoy it all day and still go back the next day and still see more new stuff. It's a great show. The artist lineup there is crazy.
Yeah, I was surprised to read for those that I'm from Canada, but Terrificon's only 4-hour drive from Montreal, and I'm only a couple hours from there. So it actually seems like it'd be easy to get to.
Yeah, so, it's a great show. Like I tell everyone every year, they're like, "Oh, I want to check out New York. I want to check out San Diego." I was like, go to Terrificon. You're gonna get almost the same artist lineup that you would in New York, with 90% less hassle. Like New York is still a great show, phenomenal. So San Diego did that this past year. It was a fun show. But Terrificon, as far as like if you want to meet the artist and actually get to talk to people and not wait on a 3-hour line for something, Terrificon is the show to do it at.
Do you have conventions coming up?
Yeah, I got a few. I got Terrificon in July. I got Garden State, which is in Jersey. I got that in June. Let's see. I got a couple right now. I got WickedCon in Boston in May. Granite, Baltimore Con. Undiscovered Realm, which is a small little one in White Plains by me up here in June.
And that was my last question, Jonko. Yeah. So that was going to ask about conventions.
Yeah, I got it. The bigger ones I got coming are Terrificon and Baltimore Comic Con. My first year back in Baltimore in probably like 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
And then I'll be at New York probably in like a streaming form. Like I haven't set up there in a couple of years. It's easier and less hassle to go do signings and streamings at different retailers' tables and just kind of bounce around type of thing than it is to like set up a table, be there for 5 days and go crazy. It's just easier to go there with a backpack, some pens, and go do some signings and remarks, and then go on to the next booth and to the next booth and bounce around all day. And then bring home, which is nice.
It's very cool.
Do you? I guess you did talk about how you like to talk to people. I guess so. Conventions.
Yeah.
This is a question now. Like as you've started to kind of blow up. And I mean, is it more fun now, or is it just kind of always been fun?
Convention, I'm concerned. Like, I used to do a lot more conventions. I used to do 25, 30 a year.
Wow.
And I got burned out. It's fun. I love doing, because again, I can talk to people, converse with them. But from a business standpoint, they have changed a lot over the last 10 years. The money's not there like it used to be anymore. The streaming thing has definitely changed at 100%. Like, I could do a live stream for 90 minutes and make more money than I would at going to a whole convention and not have to travel on a plane or drive 12 hours. And you can sometimes reach more people doing a stream, because people that are in Canada or wherever and can't get to a con can buy something and then have it shipped out, and get original artwork or get a cover that they can't get a hold of, or get a sketch or something. Cons are a blast. They're fun, but I am very particular now about what shows I do, because I'm not huge on the traveling thing. I hate flying.
Yeah.
Driving, I don't mind the driving thing, but again, it's perfect example. Last year I did San Diego for the first time. I was $7,500 in the hole before I got off the plane.
Wow.
Between the hotel, the flight, the table, to make that money back and to make a proper profit, it's insane. Unless I get lucky and sell like 5 original pieces, it's so hard to make that money back. Because again, I'm not a Rob Liefeld who's got a giant table that they, set you up in a corner. I'm at a space that's like a 3-foot space.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to, at a San Diego show, you have to be a carnival barker and be like, hey, you want to check my book out? Hey, you want to check this out? And it's, you're fighting against 1,000 million other people trying to like do the same thing. It's too much. It was a lot this year.
I think that's changing though for you now, right? I mean, don't you anticipate, like, as you said, even just as you're at your LCS today, there were so many people. I anticipate you're gonna see this shift where you don't have to be a carnival bar.
I have seen it a little bit. Like I said, I told you before, I did like a little tiny like local show to me like a week and a half ago, and a guy drove 2.5 hours in the middle of no man's land, Jersey. Dragged his poor wife with him. He brought like 40 copies of Murder Hobo for me. He's like, oh my God, I'm the biggest Murder Hobo fan. I was like, you came all the way from Jersey. I was like, okay, man. It's like, I'm going to be in Jersey at a show in like 3 weeks, but that's cool. It's awesome to see. It's still a little odd and surreal to me. I'm not really used to that whole thing, but I still don't think I'll get to that level where like, these shows are like going to hunt me down and like offer me free tables and hotels and stuff like they do. I have gotten a few comp things here and there, which is always nice if they offer that. I don't know,
man. You're crushing it, and now suddenly you're in DC. This is how it works.
Yeah, you're right. I'm 100% wrong, and within 6 months they could be flying me out to these shows. Who knows? But I would never anticipate that happening, just because I have that. It's that self-deprecating artist hatred for myself kind of thing. Where I'm like, I'm never.
That's what's wrong with me.
Yeah, I don't know a single artist that thinks they're good at anything. I've talked to some of the best artists, and they're like, I suck at everything. I'm like, all right.
I think Jim Steranko thinks he's good. I've heard he's got quite the.
I don't think he has a problem with the ego, but there's artists that like I like Eric Canetti. If you guys are familiar with him, he's one of my favorite artists of all time. Absolutely love the guy. Got to know him over the years. I sat there at Heroes Con a couple years ago, sat up next to him. I just sat there because nobody cared that I was there. I had Humberto Ramos to the left of me and Canetti to the right of me, so it didn't matter that I was there. And I sat there watching Canetti draw for like an hour and a half straight, and it blew my mind. And every time he'd start to color or ink, he's like, I'm going to ruin it. I'm the worst at this. I can't draw that. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Like, shut up. Like,
he did this for me.
Effortlessly. And I'm like, But again, I think every artist does that. I don't know a single artist that thinks they're good at what they do.
Canetti did this for me at
CTV. That cover's amazing.
And he did this. Look at it. I was just like, I was just like, hey, whatever you like to do. And he's like, and I like left and he came back and he had done this.
Yeah, it's unreal. Like he's so, and again, he's another kind of underground guy that I don't think a lot of people know about because he hasn't done a lot of mainstream stuff.
He's so good.
Every single thing he draws somehow looks like it's in motion. I have like 3 sketches from the guy, and it's unreal. He's unbelievable.
So cool.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you're at the conventions and aspiring people come up, do they show you their artwork, and what kind of advice do you give them?
Yeah, I've had that happen a few times. More recently than not. I've had, like in the past, when I had a lot more fan art stuff and less books on the table, I didn't really get it as much. But now that I have more published stuff, I get it maybe once or twice a show. I'll get someone coming up like, "Hey, would you check out my portfolio?" and I'll do a review. I don't know what kind of advice I can give, but I'll do the best I can. I'll try to, I can see a few
Just
things.
don't give the advice like you got when you were like 16.
Yeah, like I would never. I don't care.
I know you would. I'm just saying that's the thing.
I've seen some people do that. Like literally, like you could come up to with stick figures and like, well, you gotta make the stick figure bend a little more or something. I'll try to turn it positive because I know how it felt to be like. I mean, I was shot down and it crushed me. Like, I didn't want to draw for like 10. It was like 10 years. I didn't pick up a pen and do anything.
Yeah, well, I remember at a con, I was standing at the Jim Shooter table, and somebody asked Jim if he would look at their portfolio he brought, and he says, "It depends. Are you coming here looking for a job, or are you looking for a critique?"
Yep.
And the person said both, and he said, "Sorry, I can't look at your work if you're trying to sell it to me. It has to be at the office."
Yep.
So
if you're starting out and you don't understand how the ins and outs of this stuff work, that's soul crushing to be like, oh man, this is my big shot. Because I remember walking around my portfolio and trying to go up to artists and then be like, I can't on time, and then wave you off and it's kind of
man,
like, okay.
so embarrassing. Yeah.
I would never do that. I'll always take the time to sit and talk to somebody. I gotta
awesome.
have the right advice for them, but I'll at least talk to them and try to give them, steer them in the right direction.
Exactly. I give Jim credit for following up a little bit by saying the reason he had to do it that way is because if I look at your portfolio and I'm just critiquing it, that's one thing. You're getting there, you're listening to the advice. If I look at your portfolio and you're trying to get work and I'm out in the open like this, I have to protect myself from being sued if you think later that I'm stealing your work.
Very true. Yeah, you're right. I never thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, so Murder Hobo, Lobo, anything else that you have coming up that you maybe
the Exquisite Corpse books I'm working on. I'm doing they're doing one shot like origins for each one of the three main. Was it the Lone Gunman? I don't know if there's a real name.
Lone Gunman. Wow.
Yeah. The Fox Mask Girl and Rascal Randy Rascal Randy, the big bunny serial killer. Yeah. They're doing origins of those, and I'm doing issue 1 of each one of those books.
Amazing.
Yeah. Awesome. Rascal Randy is first. I think the final art is due on July. It's like the end of July for that one.
That's the coolest character.
Yeah. Like as soon as I saw that, I was like, Jesus, come on. I was like,
that's exactly up your alley, right? I mean,
like a bloody serial killer mascot bunny. I mean, my God, I couldn't write a story more up my alley than anything.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. I mean, I know we originally talked about, in an hour, and if you could go over it, thank you very much for going so long. Does anyone else have a question for Ryan?
One person asked with regards to Lobo in the chat. I don't think you answered. He was asking which cover it was your good Lobo cover going to be. Was it cover A, B, C, or?
It's a retailer exclusive one, so it will be through. I held up that guy's name before. It's this guy. This is his company. I'll put that on there so people can follow him when he drops it. It's hachimal.com.
Oh, very cool.
Hachimal. I got to make sure I write that down.
Hachimal 518.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a cool logo.
518.
That's right up there with.
Yeah. So
with a big Nancy logo.
I think issue 3 is out. I want to say it comes out in a couple of weeks because issue 2 just dropped.
Two was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say maybe 2 weeks from now because it's got to be monthly. So I don't know when the release date is. Again, DC was very hush hush about everything. Like I wasn't even technically allowed to talk to the retailer, and he was told by DC you can't talk to the talent. We'll talk to him. I was like, that's bizarre, weird. I'm like, okay, and I've never had that happen before. Every retailer.
Did you talk to Scotty or no?
What's that?
Did you talk to Scotty?
No, I literally would send my thing into the variant cover guy who's in charge of variants for DC. He sent it off to the retailer. The retailer said, okay, I like that cover, the sketch for that cover. Then they send it back to it was the most convoluted, backwards way of doing it.
It sounds like somebody just wants to keep their job.
Yeah, it's crazy because
they're going to be accountable for something.
I first emailed them. I was like, oh yeah, I talked to the retailer. I've done a bunch of covers with him before. He goes, you can't talk to him. He's not allowed to talk to you. I'm like, what? I was like, okay, cool. And I sent this guy the sketch. He sent the sketch off to him. Then he sent it back, said yes, and then they sent it to me and said you can do it. And I went and did the full inks on it. The only thing I did have to change one thing, which kind of sucks because I do everything traditionally. I don't do nothing digital. I have a colorist. I have two guys that I hire out to do the colors. And I had Lobo holding a cigar in his hand on the cover. And the way the cigar was, I wanted it to look like he was giving the finger.
Nice.
Perfect character. Drawn, and they said, yeah, that looks great. We love it. And then when they got to the Warner Brothers people that approve it, they're like, we've got to have the hand change. It's like, you got to be kidding me. So I had to talk to my colorist. I had to redraw a hand, like hold the cigar, like knuckles out instead of the fingers up.
For Lobo, you figure that they would go with that.
That's what I said. I was like, I don't understand. How do you not have the guy who literally is known for giving the finger to everybody?
Right.
And the Warner Brothers people wouldn't approve it, so I had to draw the hands and then have them digitally swap the hand out on the.
Personally, I think they would have been less, they would have let that through more if the movie wasn't coming out in a couple months.
Probably, you're probably right.
Yeah, but even
that, watching their P's and Q's,
yeah.
It's so team, and especially if you're doing the cigar just in place of the finger, you figure that they would do it, but whatever, yeah.
But it wasn't a big deal. I talked to the colorist.
There goes Lobo there. If you guys hear that motorcycle.
Yeah.
By the way, what do you think of the previews for the movie? How do you think it looks?
I'm excited. I mean, me too. I was a single person didn't Momoa the first time and think that's got to be Lobo. The first time you saw him 10 years ago.
Right. Yeah. My wallpaper for the last month has been Supergirl.
Nice.
Matt is a huge Supergirl fan, by the way.
Yeah,
Supergirl is why I'm in comics. Into comics.
Yeah, I'm psyched for the Supergirl movie. I think Lobo's going to be great. I hope they give him his own spin-off movie that's going to be basically like DC's Deadpool.
Oh, God, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, there's no reason we shouldn't have Lobo flying around in space on a bike with space dolphins and all kinds of crazy shit from comics.
Especially with if James Gunn is involved, because what he did with Guardians of the
Galaxy. I was going to say, you know what kind of feel it would have.
Sign me up for the soundtrack of Lobo.
It would definitely be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm in 100% on that, and I'm not in on a lot of these movies, but I think that one looks really good. I'm not the hugest Supergirl fan, but I like the story that they're drawing it from, and I
like the story. I think what's her name, Millie Alcock. I think she's I think she's going to be.
I agree.
I do too.
Yeah. I know
she has really nice eyes. I really like her eyes.
Yeah. I think she's perfect casting for it.
Yeah.
Did you like the Superman movie better than the Fantastic Four movie?
Which Superman? The
recent one.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the most recent Superman. The Fantastic Four one. I'm more of a Marvel guy too, but it let me down a little bit.
I agree.
Like Galactus walking around the city was weird to me. Everyone talked about how great it was. I thought it was good. It wasn't one of my favorite Marvel.
It didn't suck, but it was all right. Yeah,
it was. Right. I don't know if I'd even put it in my top 10, but it was good. It was
good.
Movie.
Right.
But I enjoyed Superman more. I thought Superman was more fun. It was. It was a fun.
Superman was great. See, here's the thing. You talk about the cover,
terrific, man.
Here's what I find interesting. You talk about the cover with the cigar, and yet they allowed the scene where Guy Gardner.
That's right.
One go, right?
One of the best scenes in the movie. One of the best scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
I know my kids laughed their heads off when they saw that.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Guy Gardner was a high point.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Yeah.
Yes.
The one thing I liked Mr. Terrific, but there was a bit too much Mr. Terrific for me. It was like a Superman. It was like a Mr. Terrific movie for part of it, guest starring Superman for a little bit, and I was kind of like, yeah.
And then throwing Super Dog,
Yeah, exactly.
Less time for Superman.
There is nothing wrong with Crypto.
I love James Gunn's take on Crypto.
Most people I know have a soft spot for Crypto. So
dogs in general, right?
It was just it was just a fun superhero movie. It reminded me like Guardians was another fun superhero.
Yeah.
It was just fun, even Peacemaker. I love the Peacemaker show. I thought that was great. And it was just a fun show. Like just you check the brain.
the scene in the second season where they go into the vigilante's basement, he has like $100 million sitting around. We can't use that. That's evil money.
Yeah, it's just great. Like, it was just fun stuff. Like, I feel like Marvel's taking us up a little too serious recently with its stuff, and honestly, I guess they just released that big statement about they let all the artists go, and they said they're doing AI stuff. That broke my heart.
Just horrible plan. Horrible plan.
I don't know how they even think the backlash isn't going to just destroy them on that.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, I got one more giveaway I want to do.
Okay, nice. Guys, right. If you stuck around, you get the phrase that pays.
Another giveaway books. Let's see. You know what? That's the one I'm gonna give away. I got 2 piles here, but this is the pile I'm gonna give away since we were talking about him. And Sam Keith.
Oh,
nice.
Little Sam Keith run
More
here.
Sam Keith. Wolverine Sam Keith. Oh, Sam Keith crushed Wolverine.
So good.
Yeah, I absolutely love his stuff, man.
Love it.
Very cool. Awesome.
Everything.
Sam Keith pile.
You got a nice little run there.
Yeah.
Scratch.
You're getting a grip, guys.
Oh,
very
wow.
Cool.
Well, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
And then this Wizard.
Wizard magazine. I missed that book.
That's like old school Wizard.
Wizard.
Wow.
Oh, man, you're killing me.
I think Ryan's going to put in the hashtag on this one too.
God.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah. What do you want the hashtag to be, Ryan?
Well, Nasty Max. We'll mix your name and Max. So there you go. Nasty Max.
Nice.
Nasty
with 2 X's.
Max.
2 X's. Yeah. Nasty Max, everyone. So it's going to be hashtag Nasty Max with 2 X's. That for the great Sam Keith's Max character. So hashtag Nasty Max. Everybody that's stuck around.
That's a good one, Ryan. I like that one.
Very cool.
I get them right.
By the way, just a last note on that Superman movie and the Justice Gang. The current issue of Justice League Unlimited, Mr. Terrific puts together a team of himself, Guy Gardner, Hawk Girl, and Metamorpho.
Wow.
I just found that hilarious.
So this is the last giveaway of the night, guys. Number 4. Number 4, if you're counting. Everybody, hashtag Nasty Max with 2 X's, please. And you're getting a 4 phrase that pays, all in one. On the morning zoo, on the big nasty live show Chonko morning zoo. Here we go.
Alrighty. We are going to got 13. Give it a few more seconds here.
Last call for Nasty Max. Here we go. Sam Keith, Grippa Comics.
Ryan, you can put in for it. Everybody can put in for it. Break at 13. Break at 13. One more. Give me one more. Somebody give me one more. All righty, here we go. Unlucky 13.
There it goes, guys. Good luck to everyone. Hey, Space Case.
Space Collectible.
Hey.
Congratulations, Space Case.
Space Case. Yeah, reach out to me on Instagram, Big Nasty Comics. And
very cool.
We will get you took care of, buddy.
So, thank you very much for doing this, Ryan. I think
fun.
Please hang out after we end. We'll just talk briefly backstage, but want to talk about the show next week real quick.
Yeah.
So next week we have on the great Ruben Nayerha. Ruben Nayerha, he did this. He's a comic writer, but he's a former professional skateboarder. He's also in a band. He did this Linkin Park biography with this is Suspiria. Did this cover?
Oh, nice.
He also did this Caligula which this won awards for. I believe it's best Mexican American comic. Like there's a Mexican American comic award. So yeah, Ruben, I talked to him at C2E2, super nice guy, and he again. He was a professional skateboarder for many years, now writing comics. His brother's still a pro skateboarder, and still in a rock band too. So we're going to talk a lot about music. We're going to talk about skateboarding. We're going to talk a lot about comics and the various awards. Also, revealing this, only Rich and I know about this so far, but our good buddy David Browne is going to be stopping by later in the show, and he's going to do an exclusive link to his new Kickstarter where you can get a variant you can't get anywhere else. It's a super secret variant that's only dropping on our show. So for David's new Kickstarter, and I think it's a Kiss Kiss cover. So I think it's a Kiss Kiss cover that you can only get here. So next week, another thing. You ask and we provide. You ask and we provide. And
Chonko, give me one just before. Give me one for the road. I haven't had one in a couple of weeks. Here's a bad dad joke. Guy walks into a bar. Ow. Okay, there you go. Thank you.
There it is.
So thank you everybody for being here. Yeah, thanks Ryan for doing this. Thanks for doing the giveaway.
Thanks everybody in the chat. Yep, congrats to all the winners. Thanks to Ryan again. Can't thank you enough, sir. And it's been a pleasure. And thanks everybody that's on the panel here that came out and hung out, because like we were saying, it's kind of getting a little less people wanting to come hang out on the hangout portion, which is understandable, no big deal. But if it persists, we might just change the format a little bit, but I don't want to. But you never know. See how things go. But with that, like I said, again, thanks everybody in the chat. Can't thank everybody enough to come hang out. Congrats to all our winners. And we will see you next week.
It's a live show. Oh, oh. It's a live show. Oh no, just wait, cause it's not just a live show, it's the live show. Yo, it's a live show. Oh, it's a live show. Yo, it's a live show. Oh, it's a live show.